Assalamu alaikum. Hello, my friends. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am preaching of Quran Sharif and I am going to make all of you understand about the interesting fact of Islam religion. Why Islam is great among all the religion. Islam is not religion. Islam is a culture. Islam is a tradition. Islam is eternal. Islam is the feeling of our heart. Islam is our soul. So why Islam is a great among all religions? I am going to make all of you understand. Islam is only first religion which entitle the rights of the woman. In Islam, each and every woman are considered as a daughter, and there is a strictly denial of the getting dowry or giving a dowry or taking dowry in the Islam religions. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Quran e Sharif. I am having Quran e Sharif. This is a most interesting book. This is not religion book. This is a book of humanity and science. Many scientific theories are mentioned in Quran e Sharif. And I would propagate Quran e Sharif as a book of science and humanity, and by which we can learn how to live our life with a character, good character, with a moral values and ethics on the basis of Quran e Sharif. So Allah Prophet stated, Alhamdu Illahi, Alhamdu Illahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Rahim. Kuru Allahu Ahad, Allahu Samad, Lam Yalid Walad Walam Yakul Kufuwan Ahad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. He is supreme, merciful, and He is omnipresent and omnipotent. He is a supreme among all the God, Allah Prophet. He is a merciful to all, each and every living entity. He will never make any kind of discrimination, whether you have done sinful activities or not. His door is always open for each and everyone, whether sinner, whether lower, whether upper. There is a no discrimination on the basis of the caste, on the basis of the birth, on the basis of the race. There is a no discrimination in the Islam religion. Each and every person is equal in Islam religion. There is a no discrimination. So I am going to talk about the 11 things which are based in Islam religion, which are practiced by Muslim people. Allah is just another word for God, not a different God. Allah is another word for God, not a different God. Many tends to equal the word Allah with a simply being, and Islam thinks Islamic things. Islam itself a moral. Islam itself a character, values and ethics. Islam, the person Musalleh Iman, the person who is follower of Islam will never do anything wrong with anybody's. He will definitely think that Allah's supreme mercy on each and every living entity, whether that particular person has done something wrong or something right. There is a no discrimination, but Allah would punish. Allah will definitely forgiver of each and every sinful activities of each and every person. He's a supreme merciful. He's a forgiver. If you are having a feeling to forgive someone, then Allah is situated into your heart. This is what we can say in a medium, from the medium of Quran and Sharif in the Islam religion. Many tends to equate the word Allah simply means Islam things, but the word Allah just an Arabic word for God. Allah is a word for God. Even if I would have to say something about Lord Krishna, then I would have to say Allah Krishna, Allah Krishna, Allah Prophet, Allah Krishna. I would have to say Allah is a word for God, not for any particular Muslim religion. It must not have to use in the Muslim religion. Allah Krishna, Allah Ram, Allah Shiva. Rather than we are saying Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, we have to say Allah Krishna, Allah Ram, Allah Shiva. In a God means Christian in the Middle East who speak Arabic, and therefore will also the word Allah when the reading in the Bible. Allah in a Allah word used for Jesus Christ. Muslim also love Jesus and Mary. Muslim also love Jesus and Mary. The Prophet Muhammad is a final prophet in the Abrahamic religion for Muslim. But Muslim also believe in the love and Jesus and Mary. Muslim thinks that Jesus was also prophet before Prophet Muhammad. Jesus was also prophet before Muhammad. So the people who are actually Muslim who would like to follow Quran Sharif as well. They would also like to follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I have seen many Muslim people who would follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I would have to say Allah, Krishna. I would always chant Allah Krishna, Allah Ram, Allah Shiva, Lord Shiva, Allah Shiva. This is what I would have to preach. This is what I would have to chant. The Prophet Muhammad, and there is an entire chapter in the Quran named honor of the Mother Mary. So there is a chapter in Quran Sharif which one is named on the honor of Mother Mary. Quran is the Islamic holy book. So as compared to other holy book, other religious book, the Quran is another holy book of the Islam religion. Quran is a holy book for Muslim and made of teaching of specifically for the Muslim believes the thought to the Prophet Muhammad by the angel Gabriel and also God, Jabril and God. The part of the Quran also recited every day in the 5 daily prayer for Muslim. 5 daily prayer for the Muslim. This is what we have to follow. Even I would like to pray Lord Krishna almost 5 times at 4:30 to 7:30, 12:30, then 4:30, then 6:30, then also 8:30. There is a different arti I would have to chant. I would have to worship to Lord Krishna. And Muslim also believe in the Bible and Torah. Muslim are also believe in the Bible and Torah. In addition, Quran, Muslim also believe in the Bible that Prophet Jesus preached, as well as the Torah that Prophet Musa brought down to the earth. Torah, the Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Musa brought down to the earth. Actually, Quran Sharif is considered as a book which one is coming from the sky, not written by any human. Quran Sharif is not written by any human beings. It actually coming from the sky. It came from the sky. This is what Muslim people believe. This is what in Quran Sharif it has written. Muhammad is the last of the prophet to bring down to a religious book in the eyes of the Muslim, and they see the Quran as the most perfected and final one of the 3. There are 5 pillars in the Quran in Islam. Five pillars of Islam are believed to be the most important aspect of the religions that Muslims strive to follow. Muslim must have to follow the 5 pillars of religion. First, Sahada means believe in the Islam. Sahada means believe in the Islam. First, you have to develop a strong belief or strong faith in the Islam religion. Then Salat. That Salat means the 5 daily prayer. Salat means 5 daily prayer. Zakat means giving to charity. Zakat means giving or charity. Swam means fasting. And Hajj means pilgrimage to Makkah at least once in the lifetime. Pilgrimage to Makkah, Medina at least once in the lifetime. So 5 principles Islam people, Muslim people would have to follow. The first is Sahada, means believe in Islam. Second is Salat, means 5 daily prayer. And Zakat means giving a charity. Third one is Zakat. And fourth one is Swan, means fasting. And fifth one is Hajj, pilgrimage to Makkah at least once in the lifetime. Islam has a different sects. While the 3 largest sects are the Sunni branch, and also Shia branch, the Sufi branch, and there are many other inside the religion of the Islam. And each different school of the thought has different customs, belief in the history of Islam, even a way of praying. Although each branches has its differences. Everyone is still Muslim and believe in God, the Quran, and also Prophet Muhammad. Islam is not religion, not ethnicity, or not a race. Islam is not religion. Islam is a character, ethics, moral, and values. Islam is eternal. Islam is not religion. We don't have to consider Islam as a religion. Islam is ethnicity. Islam is a moral values and character. Islam is our soul. हमारी रूह है इस्लाम. This is what in Quran Sharif is mentioned. While the faith may have started in the Arabian Peninsula, it is also no way an Arab or Middle East religion. Just because someone is Muslim doesn't mean they are Arab or from the Middle East. Indeed, Muslims live all around the world, and from South America, Namibia to the Mongolia, Malaysia, and many other countries. Not all Muslims speak Arabic. Means all the Muslims are not able to speak in Arabic, because not all Muslims are Arab. Not all the Muslims will speak in Arab. And while many will use a certain religious words that are Arabic because of the Quran, and most Muslim from the outside of the Middle East not able to know the language of Arabic. Sariha. What is meaning of Sariha? It's just a moral code followed by individual. Sariha is a moral code which one every individual Muslim has to follow. Sharia in the Islam moral code outlined in the both Quran and Hadith, saying of the Prophet Muhammad. Hadith is only saying, teaching of the Prophet Muhammad, and will different slightly based on which Islam judge Muslim with a follow. Sharia doesn't command Muslim to kill all the infidel or whatever else the right-winged media might say. Means there is no provision in Sharia to kill any infidel or any wrongful person. Is in Sharia, it has a supreme mercy. The supreme mercy which one is shown through the medium of the Sharia, the teaching of the Sharia, to show the supreme mercy and forgive to each and every sinners or sinful activities who have performed or conducted. So Allah would perform the forgiveness, the practice of the forgiveness. A large part of Sharia focus on how much to give to charity. Means Sharia means how much how much charity you are giving to other people, how much charity you are offering to the other people, how much donation you are giving to other people. So this is what actual meaning of Sharia. The large part of Sharia is only mention of a charity. What to do if a child becomes an orphan, and how to equally divide money. Jihad simply means to struggle. Doesn't mean to kill anybody's. One of the most misunderstood word related to Islam, jihad means struggle. And there is a great jihad and lesser jihad. The latter is when the Muslim is attacked first, then only then are they followed to defend themselves physically. The greater jihad, which is the most important for all Muslims, the greater jihad is the most important for all the Muslim people. The greater jihad, which is the most important for all Muslims, is the inner jihad. If you really want to destroy, then destroy all the evilness which are situated into your mind and heart. You have to purify your mind, body, and soul. And jihad, which is a struggle to be a good person and treat others with a respect and stay strong in the love and belief of God. Stay strong, love, belief, and God. Love, belief of God. This kind of jihad ranges from the observing the hijab to remembering to give to charity as much as possible. Women are the first to have a rights under Islam. Islam is only religion. Listen it very carefully. Even Lord Krishna stated, Samoham sarva bhutesu nami dveshanti nami priya bhajanti mama bhaktani mahitetesu chapya. Lord Krishna stated, I am equal to each and every human being. But the person who have worshipped to me, that person is very dear to me. Lord Krishna even gave equal rights as per Quran, as per Srimad Bhagavad Gita. But in Quran, as per Islam originated from the Arabic country and before more than 1400 years ago. But Srimad Bhagavad Gita actually preached by Lord Krishna before more than 5000 years ago. So I would have to say, as per Islam, Islam is only country. Islam is only religion and not country. Islam is only religion which entitle the rights of the woman. While some people believe the Muslim women are oppressed under the Islam, but it's wrong, totally wrong. Muslim people are oppressed under Islam, that is totally wrong. This is completely untrue. And while the culture of many places that happens to follow Islam may oppress women, this is a misogynistic and also sexist problem that the largest part of the world faces regardless of the religion. There is no part of religion. This is the only mental disorder. This kind of the women are oppressed in any religion. There is only mental disorder. There is a misogynistic and sexist problem. Misogynistic and sexist problem is not part of Islam religion. Some of the first rule Islam set out the stop to killing the baby girl if the family wanted a boy instead, and giving woman economical freedom. First thing is stop to kill baby girl. If anybody who want to get a miss baby boy, but they would like to kill the baby girl. So Islam is only first religion which proclaim against the killing of the baby girl. Second, this is the first right. Then second right is giving a woman economical freedom. Giving a woman economical freedom. If the women are economically free, then they can do whatever they want to do for the family. They will definitely foster family very well. They will definitely make a family prosperous. Giving woman the right to own property. Islam is only first religion which giving a right to woman of her property, on her property or father property, allowing woman to inherit money and remarry whatever they wanted. Remarry. Sati Pratha was also there. Raja Ram Mohan Roy in the 19th century, he was actually totally abolished this kind of Sati Pratha. So in there is a Islam is giving the right to the woman. Islam is the first religion which proclaims the right of the woman, and reminding the man always to show the utmost respect toward the woman. Remember all the Islamic people, Islamic male, to show the respect to the woman of Islam. Islam empowers so many women, and this is one of the main reason why majority of the people who convert Islam. In fact, majority of the people who would like to convert Islam are only women. So Islam is giving the right to the woman. So we would have to say Islam is not religion. It's a way of how we are living our life. It's a teaching how to live our life. By Islam we can only learn. So this is what I would have to say. And even in Quran Sharif, Surah Al-Fatiha, here said Alhamdu Illahi Rabbil Alameen. Here Allah Prophet stated Alhamdu Illahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Rahim Maliki Yamuddin. Here listen it very carefully. Maliki Yamuddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaku nastim. Iyaka na'budu wa iyakin nastim. Ihdina sarita mustaqim. Siratal lazina anatma alihim. Gariyal mahodobi alhim walid dalin. Here stated, praise to Allah. Allah is a cherisher and also sustainer of the world. Allah, Prophet Muhammad is a cherisher of the world. Allah is only named of God. Allah, I would have to say Allah Krishna, Allah Ram, Allah Shiva. This is what I would have to say. Allah Vishnu. This is what I have to say. Allah word is only synonymous of the God. Which one is Arabic word? Most graceful. Allah is the most graceful. Prophet is the most graceful and most merciful. If you surrender unto Allah, then Allah will definitely pardon your all sinful activities. master of the day of judgment. Allah is only master of the day of the judgment. कयामत के दिन आएगा तब अल्लाह आपका जो भी आपको जजमेंट देंगे अल्लाह, और आपका सारे गुनाहों से आपको फ्री कर देंगे अगर आप अल्लाह को सरेंडर कर दिया है तो. You do we worship and also we aid to we seek. Show us the straight way. Allah is showing a straight way. Lord Krishna stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I am showing a right way to each and every human being. I am situated into the heart of each and every living entity. If anybody who want to do something wrong, the eternal voice will definitely come out. But the people or the man who actually bewildered by false ego, bewildered by this material desire, he is not able to listen his eternal voice. The way of those on whom you have bestowed your grace, those who is not wrath, who don't go astray. So Allah, Alhamdu Illahi, Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Rahim, Maliki Yamuddin, Iyaka Nabudu, Vayaki Nastim, Idinas Siratal Mustaqim, Siratal Lazina Anamatma Alhim, Gariyal Mahdubi, Alhami Walad Dalalin. Dear Prophet, Allah stated Surah Al-Fatiha, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I hope you can understand the actual fact of Islam religions. We don't have to spread any kind of hatredness feeling. We don't have to fight on the basis of the religion. We don't have to fight on the basis of the caste. We all are Indian. We all would have to love to each and every Indian being, each and every human being, and each and every Indian person. So I would have to request to all of you, please love, access only love, spread the love. Allah will definitely become very happy. Lord Krishna will definitely become a very happy. Lord Krishna is known as the God of love, pure love, the transcendental love. Lord Krishna said, if you offer me anything with your love, flower, the fruits, I will accept. But there is a mention, the first thing is required only love. Lord Krishna stated. So I would request to all of you, please surrender unto the supreme energy, whether it is in form of Lord Krishna, Allah Krishna, or Prophet. Both are same. Lord Krishna is Krishna, Prophet is also Prophet. We are only worshipping to the energy. So Lord Krishna stated, Sarva dharman paritejante mame ekam saranam vajraha aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshasami masula. Abandon your all religious practices and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you salvation and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities path. So Prophet Allah stated, if you surrender unto me, then I will definitely show you the right path. I will definitely give you the salvation. I am the supreme merciful. Maliki Yamuddin. Listen it very carefully. Maliki Yamuddin. Maliki Yamuddin Ar-Rahman Rahim. He is a supreme merciful. He is a gracious. Allah Prophet is gracious. Ar-Rahman Rahim. Maliki Yamuddin. He is a judgment. He is a master of the day of the judgment. Allah Prophet is a master of the day of the judgment. This is what we can learn from Islam. Islam is very beautiful religion. Islam, we don't have to spread hatredness toward the Islam. And I would request, please let's united, let's live for our India, let's make our India rather better than heaven. It is only happen, it can only be happen if we are associated together, we all be united. Nobody can stop us, nobody can push all of us back toward the development, toward the growth, to make our India rather better than heaven. I would have to say, you all can understand whatever I am trying to tell all of you. I am only here to spreading a humanity. I am only here to spread a love, pyar, mohabbat. I am only spreading through Quran Sharif, through Bhagavad Gita, through Guru Granth Sahib, through Holy Bible, Kalpa Sutra, Jain Avastha, Akshar Purushottam Upasana. These all books I have read, and I only can learn from this all things is to spread a humanity, to spread a love, to spread to treat all the beings equally, all the human, whether living, all the living entity equally. I'm not keeping any kind of discrimination on the basis of the caste, on the basis of the religion. We don't have to make any kind of discrimination, because Lord Krishna, Prophet Muhammad, Allah, Jesus Christ, all are situated into heart of each and every human being. So it's eternal energy. We just have to recognize. We just have to identify. We just have to understand. So I hope you all can understand. If you're having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Khuda Hafiz. Take care.